What that go on, peep? As usual, confused man there. Hello, yes, me there. Confusion, confusion. Let me sit down here, so and just I think people hear me mention a statement before about kind of fed up the kind of trend on social media sometimes, that so the end goal of our people, our ethnicity, and I'm speaking of the opposite sex, or females, who suddenly thinks that it's all right, that everything you do these days and was seem to me as soon as they turn a camera towards um a black woman these days, she think it's an ideal thing just to shake her ass. We just can't get it, because that's something I see on Facebook all the time, and we just can't get it, and. It just bring back the confusion me have in my head and I mean, the confuse starts. What bother me? I keep looking at us and I keep saying, I keep asking why us as an ethnicity seem to be at the bottom of the table for everything. And yet we are so boastful to claim, we love to claim, so we are the best at this, we're the top at this. But if we are realistic, we'll understand that we're the back, we're the bottom, we are at the lowest, and why is the question. Why are we where we are? And the quickest excuse anybody could make is that because we were oppressed, or we were enslaved, or we were colonized, all those kind of nonsense, or brainwashed, But that's like 500 years ago, man. 500 years ago. So why are we still in the state where we are? Is my question. Yet you claim to come along where you claim that you're more educated, you claim that you're in a different state of mind. So why aren't we using that education, that intelligence, and that capability to better ourselves? You look at the Asians, and I'm going to generalize and say Asians again, particularly the Indian people, and you look at the achievement they made, and they have been in the Western world for 160 years. We've been here 500 years. I mean, we spent quite a long bit of it under slavery, but 160 years, and you have the Prime Minister of England, and an Asian man, the Mayor of London, an Asian man, the Home Secretary, the person who decide who leave and enter this country, an Asian woman, and that's the second consecutive Asian post as Home Secretary. At one stage, you have the man who hold the purse, who decide how much money is spent in this country, how much billions or trillions spent. An Asian man, not a single black man. That's my point. You go to America, we gladly claim that, Barack Obama was a black man. Barack Obama could have decided whether he black or white. He could have go black or white. 50-50. So we can't really claim that, but the Asians are Asian. Asian mother, Asian father, Asian. Barack Obama 50-50. He could have claimed to go either side. But we boast on that. When you look at, again, the Vice President of America, Asian woman, you know what I mean? I mean, she's 52. But still, look at the accomplishment. You look at almost every medical doctor in this country, Asian. Every fast food joint you go into in this country, run by Asians. It's like petrol stations, Asians. You're not seeing our people advancing that much. And you ask why, and yet you claim that we are intelligent and we are good at this. And I go back to say, I look back at something. So historically, I look at the fact that black people seem to be just love dancing. We just love to dance. Everything we do, we dance. So shift turn up on our shores in Africa, how many 100 years ago? We start dance and sing, we didn't even know who the hell they were. We just dance and sing. While we dancing, they putting boundaries and claiming lands and digging mines and moving all the wealth and then killing us and enslaving us, and we still dancing. You end up on a plantation, slaving your life, working from dusk to dawn. Only time you get a break for water and food. Yeah? Knowing that your kids are going to go into that. And we were still dancing and singing. You know what I mean? Dancing. We have come out of that now. We have been given freedom, and we are fighting for equality. And in some cases, I want to say we've been given equality, but we are still done. You look at the 90% of black American kid. They say, "What you want to be the girl? I want to become a rapper because what? It looks like big money, quick money." We're still doing the same thing. We are still the entertainers, entertaining the world stage. Athletics, we run it. And we get praise. People they shout for you until you can't run anymore. You get damn. Just like Mandingos back in the days. We are still owned. Basketball. We are still owned. Name the sport. We are still owned because we are still entertainers. And I go back to my little country now. You're pulling our prime minister went across to Dubai and a place like that to have a meeting, as opposed to go and showcase or discuss business on a level. He take Calypsonians, go sing and dance. Every time he come into England, they having sing and dance. They go into America, sing and dance. You never hear they go on any kind of business trip. Nothing to say we're going to discuss business, we're going to talk about trade and development. We just keep singing and dancing. Now what's hurting me now? We don't realize how much St. Vincent are becoming poorer. When I grew up as a young man back home, 90% of Vincentian own what they had in terms of whether a small piece of land or a little Watland Darbos or wood now. We owned it. I went home and I was surprised to see the amount of people who talking about my apartment. They're renting somebody's downstairs or a little room somewhere in town or in the city area. Yeah. As soon as you start to depend on renting, your chance of coming out of renting is like very, very, very slim. That's what you're going to do all the rest of your life. Vincent, you're not owning anymore. And now the jobs that have been pushed towards you that you're so grateful for, yeah, are the jobs that are going to see that you become servants all your life. They haven't teaching it in school, and they're teaching you to become, what's it called now? House. If we make up bed anyway, yeah? As soon as you start to those jobs, the pay from those jobs are not lucrative for you to go to a bank and say, could I use my salary and get a mortgage or buy get a loan to buy a piece of land or build a house? Those are money enough to pay the rent that you're staying in. Yeah, and we are so, we're going to the hospitality industry. I'm going to get a job in a hotel. Yo, you become worse than, you're going to be owned even worse. We're becoming poorer. Yeah, our generations, less and less are owning things and are now renting, begging for bread. Nobody wants to plant and use their hands. And we were self-subsistent back in the days. Nowadays, everybody, I don't know, man. We're becoming worse. But everything Vincent can do, they dance. Independence, you never heard, every time they organize something for a get together or something of some sort to commemorate St. Vincent is a dance. ULP have that 20-something years. It's a dance. Independence Day, it's a dance. Name it. Heroes Day, it's a dance. All we keep doing is just dancing. We're dancing our way into nothing. And we are going to pass it on to our children. Keep dancing. Look at the Asians. They're investing in education. Not in fancy shoes and expensive clothes and brand name nails, brand name hairs and brand name nails and brand name person, brand name that. They are investing in generational wealth. It's time for us to learn, man. Me just confused. Me so confused. Me tell me confused. Confusion! Big time, me confused. Up and out. I wish we could learn something. I wish.